Alright, we are out here in my backyard. There's one light source, the softbox here. I'm going to take a shot of my subject with the flash off, and the settings I am using are 1/60th of a second, f5, 320 ISO. I'm on a fixed tripod, a 50mm prime lens, and I'm going to take a shot, and this is what it looks like. Generally it's complete darkness. It's going to show that the ambient light behind me is not going to affect the outcome of our experiment. Go ahead and zoom in, show you that. Now keep in mind that this is one of one image, so this is the very first image I took. I'm going to take another shot, this time with the smallest diffuser that we have on the market right now. This general popular diffuser. It's pretty small, lightweight, and you just kind of put it on like that. And I'm going to take another shot, this time with ETTL, auto white balance, and this is what it looks like. If you notice, we're using the same settings, ISO 320, f5.0, f-stop, 1/60th of a second shutter, manual, auto white balance, and we're using ETTL 1 1/3. And this is what the image looks like. When you zoom in, you can see the shadows. And we'll take a shot with the second product now. We'll have a comparison. We'll do a comparison at the end of the video. This is another interesting invention. It has a little dome here, and the whole idea is to shoot light through, then it comes out like that. And I'm gonna strap it on my camera right here, my flash. We'll see how effective this thing is at direct flashes. Okay, there you go. And take another shot, and this is what we have. Same settings, 1/60th of a second, 5.0, auto, through ISO 320. Zoom in, you look at the image, you can see the shadows. This is compared to the small box-like diffuser, and you can see that the shadows are actually harsher on this than compared to this. It's very subtle, but you know, it's kind of noticeable. Okay, and we're gonna move on to our next diffuser. This is another very popular flash diffuser. It's kind of like a cup, like a Tupperware, and you put a lid on it. And we're going to do a direct flash with this. Okay. And we'll see what it looks like. Okay. So, same settings again. 1/60th of a second, 5.0, f-stop, ISO 320, auto, manual, ETTL. And we'll look at the shadows on it. And we can see shadows are very, very similar to this one. They're about very similar kind of harshness of light. That's what we get. It's the fourth shot. Fourth shot is this one. Now we're going to do another shot with this invention here. It has a little flap here that moves around, and this type of plastic probably used to diffuse the light. I'm going to strap this on my camera. Flash gun here, and we'll see how that looks. I'm going to aim it down since my subject is pretty low. And we'll see how that looks. Using the same settings on the fixed tripod. And this is what it looks like. There's 160 of a second, 5.0, 320, manual ETTL. The settings have not changed. And in fact, out of all the diffusers, this one creates the harshest light. It actually enlarges the shadow. And so it didn't perform so well compared to the other ones. And we're starting to move on to the big boys. Now we have one of the largest and heaviest diffusers on the market right here. It's got a very unique design, which is similar to the wing light. That has a internal mirror that splits light and diffuses it all around. And we're gonna see how well this diffuser works. Let's drop this on my flash. And there it goes. Okay. And let's take a shot. And this is what it looks like. We're using the same settings, 160 of a second, 5.0, ISO 320, manual, ETTL 1 1/3. And when you zoom in on the image, this is the type of lighting that we're getting. So far, from what I could tell, the 6th shot, which is this diffuser, performs relatively the best out of all the products that we've seen so far. It does create some of the softest shadows. Of course, there's still shadow. And it makes sense because it's also the largest and heaviest diffuser on the market. And so now we're gonna take this thing off, and we're gonna shoot with the wing light. Now in comparison, the wing light has a lot more reach and is actually a larger diffuser, but also weighs 3 times less. And we're gonna put the wing light to the test compared to the market's most famous and popular diffusers. Let's take a shot. Subject using the same settings, and this is what we got. 1/60 second, 5.0, 320 ISO, manual ETTL. We zoom in on the subject, and what do we see? Almost no shadows. There is a little bit of shadow right there, but when you compare it to the competition, and you zoom in really close, and fashion photographers, we pay attention to these type of things. The shadow on the nose, it does not look good. The shadow underneath the chin, the jawline, and that's comparing with the second largest diffuser on the market. And this is the 7th shot. This is wing light. This shot is this one, and the shadows are very obvious. There's far fewer shadows on the wing light. And then we'll compare the wing light to other diffusers, and as you can see, other diffusers just relatively don't compare when it comes to light quality and softness of shadows. Some of them look very bad. And you'll notice that there's a shadow on the nose that looks very unsightly. It kind of outlines the nose, and that doesn't look very nice. And pay attention to the number on the side as I'm scrolling through. It corresponds with the diffuser that we shot with. At the end of the video, we'll post up before and after photos, just so you guys can, look at it and examine it in a much more detail-oriented fashion. And so that's it for the first episode of Winglight Versus. Well, we forgot to shoot the last two diffusers. We were sitting there thinking for an hour afterwards, did we forget something? And turns out we did. So we're going to do this again, just for these last two diffusers. I'm going to take a shot with my flash off, just to show that ambient light right here is not going to affect the outcome of our little experiment demonstration here. Again, I'm on a 50mm prime lens. I'm on a stable tripod that does not move. I'm shooting at 1/60th of a second, 5.0 f-stop, ISO 320, auto white balance manual, and this is what the photo looks like. You can see the settings. It's just complete darkness, just to show that, whatever that light that's lighting up for the camcorder is not going to affect the light of our experiment. And so we're going to take another shot, and that's actually shot number 8. So it's the same shots that we took a little bit ago, and we're just doing it again. So this is the 8th shot, we're doing it again. And we're going to take the wing light off since we've already seen the wing light. And we're going to test out this really big diffuser here. It's pretty popular. It's a foldable diffuser. It doesn't require you to put Velcro on your flash gun. And it kind of folds out like this, and it goes on top of your flash head. Let's see how well it works. Okay, I got it on. Alright, I'm gonna take a shot again. Okay, there you go. Alright, so this is what the image looks like. I'm using the same settings, 1/60th, 5.0, ISO 320, ETTL on all of them, auto white balance. And when you see the photograph, this is what it looks like. You see the shadows on the face. There are shadows, and it is more shadows than the wing light. In fact, it's more shadows than the giant milk carton looking thing. And so we're going to do another shot with the second one. Second shot. We're going to be shooting this. It's meant for ceiling bounces, but it can be used for direct flash as well. When you close right here, it's very similar to a white card when used for direct flash. So I'm going to mount it like this, stick it on, and we're going to see how well this works. Okay. And there you go. That's what it looks like. Same settings, 1/60th second, 5.0, 320, manual, auto white balance. We'll zoom in on the image. This is our 10th shot, and this is what it looks like. Again, there are a lot of shadows, and they are harsh. Very comparable to the giant softbox. It's definitely more harsh than the giant softbox, but they are not as soft as the wing light, of course. I would definitely say that this is the second softest next to the wing light. And so that's it for wing light versus all direct flash diffusers. I trust and believe in the scientific method, and I'll see you next time. Next time we'll be doing wing light versus umbrellas, studio umbrellas, wing light versus studio softboxes, and we'll also be doing wing light versus ceiling bounces, ceiling bounce diffusers. Right now we're going to compare the portability and weight of the flash diffusers that we just tested. This is a small boxy diffuser. It weighs in at 0.6 ounces. It's extremely lightweight, and it's definitely under the size of a general average flash, so it's going to fit in the flash compartment or lens compartment. This is that small dome one, dome flash diffuser. It does fit in a flash compartment, and it weighs in at about 2.5 ounces. You gotta keep in mind that these camera bags are made for flashes and lenses. They were not made for flash diffusers. And this flash diffuser that looks like a Tupperware is not going to fit in a standardized camera bag. It weighs in at about 4.6 ounces. We have this foldable flip type of flash. You can find places to fit it in a camera bag, but it's not very easy. Weighs in at 2.3 ounces. We have our next flash diffuser, which is pretty big, kind of like a milk carton, about the size. It doesn't really fit in any camera bag that I can imagine, and it's pretty heavy at 10.8 ounces. It's not foldable, it's not detachable, so it's not going to fit in any standardized camera bags. Here's another one that is foldable, and I think, you know, if you it's not too hard to find a compartment in your camera bag to fit this. This thing weighs in at about 2 ounces. It's pretty lightweight. And we have our giant softbox, which is can be detached and reattached with Velcro to form into a giant softbox, or fold it flat to fit in a laptop compartment. But obviously it's not going to fit in a camera bag without a laptop compartment because of its sheer size. And it does weigh in at 8.1 ounces, and it's quite heavy. And last but not least, we have the wing light. The wing light has 2 detachable wings. The body was designed in mind to fit in a standardized camera bag. It is about the size of a standard flash or lens, so it will fit in the lens compartment or a flash compartment. And the wings are foldable, so they can go pretty much anywhere. When the wing light's wings are attached, it weighs miraculously only 4 ounces, which is one of the lightest diffusers on the market.